Hey everyone, and in this video I will show you how you can make a Connect-4 game. Okay, so as you can see here on the screen here, we will see how to make this game. You can see it is fully playable. You can play, and let me show you by winning a game. So let's just win. Okay, uh, and now as you can see here, if I'll just click this here, you will see this 4 red will appear, and as you can see here an alert appears which says red wins. Okay, so if I'll just click OK, the page will automatically reload. So this is how you can make a Connect-4 game. Okay, we will see exactly how to do this.
Before starting this video, hit the like button, and if you are new, subscribe to Techie Web Dev and press all notifications so you will never miss any future videos. Now let's continue with our topic.
So let's see how I have made this. Okay, so first of all, let's see the HTML part. Okay, because it is the base. So as you can see here, I have one heading called Connect, and you can see one more heading which says red's turn, and I will use this to toggle. Okay, you can see here this heading here changes to yellow's turn, red's turn, as you can see here. So we will use this to change the turn. Okay, and now this whole is the board. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the column 1. Okay, this is the first column, and inside this there are 7, not 7, 6 circles. Okay, as you can see here, this whole is one column and there are 6 circles in total, and there are total of 7 columns. Okay, so this is how it is done, and this is all pretty much it about the HTML part. Nothing advanced here, and I have given some IDs to grab them. Okay, in JavaScript you will see later, and I have given the link for JS here. Now let's see the CSS part. Alright, so CSS is also not very advanced, just basic. Okay, I have display grid and place item center and some margins, and in the board I have given the display grids and grid template columns and repeat here for 7 times. Okay, this I have done in order to make all the columns in one straight line so that it will appear as a square. Okay, and I have given some background colors here, as you can see, and some margin border. Okay, and this I have also write some media queries to make it responsive. So if you'll take a look here, let's just quickly inspect it, and as you can see, if I'll just go to, let's say, iPhone 12 Pro, you can see it is fully playable. You can play it on a mobile, let's say iPhone SE or Galaxy Fold, you can play it. Okay, so it is fully responsive also. So that's all about CSS. Now let's get to the main part, which is JavaScript. Okay, so let me just explain you. So before explaining you, let me just do this so you can like see clearly. Okay, so now let's start with the JS part. If you will see, first of all I have defined some variables. So I have defined val c1 c2 till c7 and one turn. So this turn will help us to toggle this text here. Okay, so I have just written 1. So if the value of turn is odd, it will show red's turn, and if the value of turn is even, it will show yellow's turn. Okay, so we will see how I have managed to do this bottom here. And what is this val c1 c2? These are the 7 columns here. Okay, so c1 c2 till c, this is c7. All right, so we will see the use of this val. Okay, so now you can see here I have a code to check the winner. Okay, so we will come to this later. First of all, we will see how I have managed to play this game. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the code which I have written to play the game. So let's see what is it. So I have first of all select every column here, and I have given if add event listener click. Okay, so if whenever you will click a single column here, okay, there are 7 columns. If you will click a single column and this sum here, I have created a variable called sum. It will do, it will just eval the value of val underscore e dot id. Now hear me carefully. This, what is this e dot id? For let's say I have clicked this first column here. So the id of this the first column is c1. If you will take a look in HTML part, as you can see, the id of the first column is c1 here. So this e dot id is equal to c1 now. Okay, and then I have written val underscore c1. So what is this val underscore c1? So this is equal to 1. So this means the sum is now equal to 1. Okay, that's all it means. Then what I have done, I will just increase the val c1 and I have given plus plus, so it will just increase by 1. Okay, I have done this in order to increase, and as you can see here, it just increase by 1 step. Okay, so in order to do this, I have to increase it by 1. Now I have some 2 if else statements. Okay, so the first one is for that turn I have given if sum is less than or equal to 6. This is because there are 6 rows. Okay, there are 6 rows here, and I have given if the value of turn is odd. Okay, so this condition is for odd. If the value of turn is odd, I will just make the background color of this particular element red. Okay, so let me just reload this page, and if you can see here, if I just click it, this first one, the background color previously was white, now it is red. So how it will grab this particular element due to this? Okay, so e dot id, which is also now c1, and then the value of sum, okay, which is 1. So if you'll just see it here, I have given every element some unique id, as you can see here, c1r6. So in this case, which is this red element, is this c1r1. So here also this c1r1, the background color of c1r1 is now red. Okay, so then I have increased the value of turn by 1. Okay, which is important, only that's why it will work, otherwise it will just repeat the same color. Then I have written a condition called check red, which is to check the winner. Okay, which is here. Let me just show you what is down here. Then we will come to this winner part, the check part. Okay, so then I have grabbed the element which is whose turn. So this one. Okay, so here red's turn, and then I'm just changing the inner text here, okay, to yellow's turn. So if I'll just reload this, and if I'll just click it, you can see that text changes to yellow's turn, and if I'll just click again, it will change back to red's turn. So this is for red one, and similarly this whole is for yellow part. Okay, the yellow turn, and in which I have given if the value of turn is even. Okay, sorry, not the turn, the value of turn is even, then it will do this code. Okay, so this is all about what is like how you can play the Connect-4. Now let's see how you can check if someone wins the game. Okay, so what will happen if someone wins the game? So this is a function I have written here, and it says check, and it takes an argument called player. Okay, so if you can see here, I have given the argument called red here, and in this one I have given yellow. Alright, so now I have given some set timeout here. Okay, you can ignore this. Okay, it is just for not like getting any errors. Okay, So this first, there are 4 loops. You can see here there are 4 for loops. Okay, so this first loop is for checking the winner horizontally. Okay, if you will just see here, let me just win one more game here. Now if I'll just click in this column, the red will win because there will be 4 red elements. As you can see here, the red will win. So this is the horizontal one. So this for loop is to check this horizontal one. Okay, so how it is doing it? I am just making 2 variables. There are 2 loops inside this. Okay, so the first variable is I, and I have given if I is less than or equal to 7, and then another loop which says j, and if j is less than or equal to 3. Why 3? Because I am checking till 3, because there will be 4 variables, or like 4 um, dice, you can say, to check, okay, whether it will win or not. So then I have given some if statement. If this element's background color is equal to player, what this means, if equal to red. Okay, so I have given here player. Now if is equal to player and this one is equal to player, so there are 4 conditions here. Okay, so as you can see here, the player, so this means if these like um, four like what you will say, any columns here are all red, then all only the red will win. Okay, so let's say if these 4 are red, then only red will win. Okay, otherwise not. So if all these conditions met, then an alert appear which says player wins, and in this case the player is red, so it will say red wins. And I have given then location reload, so whenever you will click OK, the page will reload itself and you can play the game again. So this is for the horizontal checking. Now let's see uh, for the vertical one. Okay, so this is for the vertical one. It is pretty much same as you can see here, just I will uh, like will be less than or equal to 6 here instead of 7, and j will increase to 4. That's it, and this will be for your vertical one. And then here are two oops, and then this for loop is for the right diagonal. So let me show you what I mean. Let me just win one more game. Alright, so I am making a diagonal here. Okay, so as you can see here, now if I'll just click here, let me just click here, and you can see red will win. So as you can see here, this diagonal here is right diagonal. Okay, this is called right diagonal, and that's why it is showing red wins, because it is a Connect-4. Okay, so this logic have come from here. Okay, and then last one is for left diagonal, so let me just show you that also. Alright, so here, and so now if I click it, you can see this is a left diagonal. As you can see here, this whole is a left diagonal and the red is winning. Okay, so this all the logic is for Connect-4, and I hope you have learned something new, and also you will get the source code of this in the description and in the comment section. So if you want the source code, you can get it, okay, by the description or the comment section. So yes guys, that's it for this video guys. I will see you in the next one.